Okay, so the product that I'm pitching to you today is an augmented reality 3D software tool. The idea behind this is you could work on your designs as if they're right there in front of you, similar to a clay sculptor works with their clay using their hands. So this would allow you to design a lot more freely and a lot more efficiently. The audience for this would be anybody who uses 3D software tools, whether it be creatives working on games and film, or whether it be people who are working on real world projects, things like architects, that kind of thing. So currently there's a lot of problems in current 3D creation. So right now you're interacting with 3D models using 2D tools, using a mouse, keyboard and a 2D monitor. However, I feel like this isn't natural and can cause a really steep learning curve, especially with so many 3D software tools out there, and a lot of them have really clunky UIs that make it really hard to navigate and trying to figure out what you want to do. So I think with things like HoloLens and other augmented reality technologies becoming prominent, I think technology like this is softwares like this is gonna fall behind. So something that's kind of similar is the Google Tilt Brush. So the idea of working on projects as if they're right there in front of you when you put on a headset, so in that case an HTC Vive, it's a similar kind of idea. The only difference is obviously the tilt brush is used for kind of fun play projects, nothing too serious. So on the bottom right here is a conceptualization of what it might look like to put on your augmented reality headset, work on designs as if they were right there in front of you. So there's two products, or two pieces to this product, I should say. So there's the sensor concept, which is there on the left, and basically this is something you would put wherever you want your workspace to be. That would then be connected to your HoloLens or whatever your headset is, and around that sensor your workspace would be built. So that allows you to step away from the sensor or step back into your workspace, and it just allows for a lot more portability and a lot more flexibility. So on the right here is just a quick software concept for what it might look like to interact with your designs inside the software. So the business model for this is to initially create a base application with a free and a premium version. So the free would just allow you to kind of see what this kind of tool allows you to do, but obviously keeps a lot of limitations, and the premium version would allow full access. So our revenue would be pulled in from either outright purchases or monthly subscriptions. So the end goal is to develop two specialized applications, one for the creatives and one for the technical people who are working on, engineering projects or whatever it is. So by year one, we want to create an initial base pilot version software and sensor. By year two, we want to have a big update. We want to release a cloud feature, and we also want to try and get a second round of funding. By year three, we want to release the two full separate softwares. And the reason for this is for the AR market, between 2018 and 19, there's expected a 100% increase in the market size, and then something very similar for the following year after that. The market is worldwide, however, we'd be expecting significant growth in Asia and North America, so that's probably where we'll keep our focus on. So for 3D software market, again, this is very much a growing and an adapting market, and the market size is expected to double by 2022, so 4 years time. So competition wise, the Autodesk and Pixologic, who create ZBrush, are kind of competition. However, they are currently limited and tailored to their current platform of using a monitor, a 2D monitor. So and I did get into contact with Autodesk, and they don't have any projects on the go just now working to create a similar software or anything. So there may not be that much competition there. For the team, we would want to start off with a small team of an estimation of around 8 people. This would be made up of kind of software engineers, 3D artists, that kind of thing. I believe I'm the right person to be a design lead due to my experience using 3D software tools, and also as I know this is something that the community wants, so I'd like to shape it in the design sense. However, I wouldn't be taking CEO position, as I've never had any experience with that, so we'd be looking to bring in a CEO for this. So fundraising, for office-based salary equipment, we'd be looking at around 360,000. For research, development, marketing, insurance, IP, that kind of thing, we're looking around 200,000, so a total of about 600,000. And we'd be looking to get our funding from grant schemes, so things like Scottish Enterprise, as well as venture capitalists and angel investors. So kind of a mixed bag of funding there. So risk assessment wise, again, this very much depends on augmented reality, things like the HoloLens headset being a success. There were problems with the first HoloLens, however, there was a second HoloLens currently on the way for a release probably in 2018 or 19, and that's hoping to adjust and fix any of the problems. So again, this is also dealing with new technology, so research and development may end up being more. And again, it's not a cheap startup, so we'll be relying on early successes and as well relying on revenue. Thank you, and any questions?